Campbellsville has really been key to my success and the success of even my family and my friends, the relationships I've been able to build, is knowing that even if things get, divisive or messy or people may disagree with you, having that really strong foundation of faith has been critical for me. And I think moving forward, it's going to continue to be even more critical for this next generation.
How did you go from being a Campbellsville University student? What experiences there perhaps helped you in your career path?
I was a political science major. I had also majored in history. And I knew I wanted to get in politics in some form or fashion, but I didn't really ever want to put my name on a ballot. And I didn't really know there was a career like running a chamber of commerce where you get to, influence policy and be in the room where these discussions are happening and not have to put your name on a ballot. So my senior year of college, you encouraged me to do an internship with the Legislative Research Commission. And I moved from Campbellsville to Frankfort all by myself, not knowing a soul. And I did an internship with the legislature there in a nonpartisan bill drafting position. I ended up then being hired on by the legislature, and I often say 20 years ago I started off as an intern at the Capitol, and here I am still at the Capitol many days of the week.
How did the Christian perspective from Campbellsville University, that experience being a Christian, seeking to be a Christian institution, a Christ-centered institution, did that help you as well in your career path and that legacy?
I think it absolutely did. And I think kind of what Campbellsville is all about is servant leadership. And so knowing that that's kind of how I was trained and that's where I went to school and that was kind of, discussed in all of our classes and throughout the campus of really being a servant leader. And I do think I've taken that lesson throughout my career from when I was an intern to an entry-level staffer and now many years later as the president of the state's largest business association. There are many Campbellsville alum throughout Kentucky and throughout really the United States that are in leadership positions, many in government and politics, and many that you were able to be their professor at Campbellsville. What do you see about their legacy of CU and kind of seeing how they've ended up throughout the years?
I see people like yourself. The legacy is the impact you're having and will have, and those after you, impacting our culture for the cause of Christ, but doing so in a very professional, in a very positive manner. You don't have to be a preacher. You don't have to carry your Bible. You don't have to wear a super Christian button to be impactful and to have a legacy for Christian education. So it really is rewarding to look back and see the many students who are in Washington and Frankfurt and lobbying and public service and building a better community in a better state.
Having that strong Christian education foundation has really been vital for me to stand up for things that I believe in, that I think are right. And I think it's imperative that we continue to arm our young students with that same kind of firm belief.